Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you about 7 crazy hacks for watercolors using only bathroom supplies. On this first hack, we're going to be talking about using toothpaste. Yes, toothpaste. Most palettes that you buy at the store or the palettes that come with your paints are usually plastic, and it's harder to move the paint around on the plastic surface because it just wants to bead up. Like here on this blue, it just beads up and falls into one puddle in the middle. Where if you use a porcelain palette, it'll usually spread out evenly, and it's easier to mix your waters in and to get the right pigment that you're wanting whenever you're adding your water. Porcelain palettes are usually hard to come by, and you can order them online, but if you're like me and your local Hobby Lobby or Walmart doesn't have anything that's porcelain, you're stuck with using the plastic. Toothpaste can really help with this situation. All you have to do is just take a thin layer and put it on your palette. Rub it all over wherever you're wanting to be able to spread and blend your paint out, and then take a paper towel and wipe off the excess. And I promise this is not going to affect the color of your paint, and it's not going to affect the performance of your paint on the paper either. If you apply the toothpaste in the little bowls on the outside of the palette, of course the paint is going to follow gravity and go into the bottom, but if you were to put it in the middle, it would work a lot easier to blend different colors without it just beating up. Hack number 2, using a spray bottle. And this can be any type of spray bottle. I picked this one up at Walmart for like 98 cents in the beauty section. It really does do a very nice even mist, and there's not a lot of splotchiness out of it, which is really great for priming your paper too. It gives a very even wash. That way when you go to put your paint on, it's not pulling anywhere, and so it makes for a really good bleed and blooming effect with your paint. Hack number 3. I've run into many situations where I've needed a fan brush and just didn't have one. All you have to do is simply put a bobby pin on one of your round, thin tip brushes, and voila, you have a fan brush. And no, it's not the perfect fan brush, but it will work if you're in a pinch. I didn't go into a lot of detail on these paintings just because I wanted to focus more on the hacks and not so much about the detail. I really didn't want to make a really long video. If you're just not getting the detail you want with a rounded brush, this will really help with getting those brush strokes that you're wanting from a fan brush. Hack number 4, a toothbrush. This is probably one of the most popular hacks that there is to know, but there is a lot of beginners that don't know this one. But it can really help with getting the star effect and galaxy effect that you're wanting. Hack number 5, and one of the most popular hacks that there is in the watercolor world, a hairdryer. This hack can be used multiple ways, but when you're using it to dry your paintings, you want to make sure that the settings on your hairdryer are set right. Just make sure that your settings on your hairdryer are set to low and cool. Another problem that a hairdryer can help with is getting your tape off of your paper. Sometimes when you pull your tape off too fast, it can rip the paper like this. Place your hairdryer on a low warm setting and just point it straight at the bottom of the tape. This will help the adhesive come off of the paper and make for a very clean finish. Hack number 6, a Q-tip. This does an extremely good job at pulling paint up after it's dried. Just wet the Q-tip on the end and start pulling the paint off wherever you're wanting. The Q-tip is coarse enough to pull the paint off, but not too coarse where it's going to rip your paper. Hack number 7 can really help you whenever your paper has buckled by the use of too much water. For a small painting, I just use a regular cotton towel and I use my spray bottle and I do a very fine mist all over the rag. But don't put too much water because you are working with something that's electrical and you don't want to shock yourself or ruin any of your tools. I like to put my hand on it and pull my hand away and make sure that there's no water on my hand. Start by placing your painting on the towel where when you fold it in half, your paper is completely covered by your towel. If you're like me and you don't own an iron, a straightener, yes, hair straightener can work for this just as well as an iron will work. Be sure to move quickly and don't let it sit in one spot for too long. You don't want to cause anything to burn and you really don't want to damage your painting, so be extremely careful with this. You can use a regular clothes iron for this also. You just want to make sure that your painting is completely covered by the cloth. And those are my 7 bathroom hacks for watercolors. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, subscribe, like, and comment down below.